The Chicago Bears have submitted another request for their head coaching position, and this time it was to former Eagles head coach Doug Pederson. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears and their head coaching search. Now the Bears have submitted a request for Doug Pederson. Oh boy, things just got interesting, right? We've got a bunch of requests here, and now we get it for Doug Pederson, who's been rumored as a guy that could potentially be linked to this job with the Bears. But I got to tell you, folks, look, I know Doug Pederson won a Super Bowl with the Eagles back in 2017. I know he's got success with Nick Foles and with Carson Wentz. I get all of that. But right off the bat, I got to tell you, Doug Pederson just does not ring to me as a guy the Bears should hire for one reason mainly. The connection to Matt Nagy is too much. Again, this is nothing against Matt Nagy, but you fired him for a reason. He didn't produce here. Doug Pederson has so many ties to Matt Nagy. It's almost like you're hiring an older Nagy, right? Like, he worked with Matt Nagy in Philadelphia with Andy Reid in the coaching tree. By the way, they're both from the same coaching tree. He worked with Matt Nagy in Kansas City. Nagy was the quarterback's coach, I believe. And so it's like a lot of connection there. It almost is like Doug Pederson would have made more sense if somehow Matt Nagy had stayed, God forbid. But if he did, as an offensive coordinator or something under Matt Nagy's staff, you're basically bringing the same principles here. Right? Like, what is changing with Doug Pederson? Yeah, I get it. He won a Super Bowl, but he got fired too. Right? He got fired because he had broken up the Eagles locker room essentially with a lot of the drama that happened, and with a lot of that, you know, with Carson Wentz getting traded. It was just a mess in Philly. They were done with Doug Pederson for good reason. Okay? So that's really it. You know, I could dig into his numbers and how his offenses have produced. The man's won a freaking Super Bowl. I'm not saying he can't coach. Obviously, he can coach. But I'm just saying that, look, he didn't get hired last year. He's been, I think, out of the NFL since 2020. And he essentially comes from the same coaching tree as Matt Nagy. So you're really not changing anything, right, with Doug Pederson. That's why I just, it doesn't sit well with me. Again, go ahead, interview him, see how it goes. But for the most part, folks, like, I get it, the experience and stuff like that, but it just doesn't sit with me that he essentially, to me, is an older Matt Nagy. That's kind of how I am with this. So to me, that's where I'm at. Again, you can't take away the Super Bowl. You never can, but Nick Foles won a Super Bowl. Is he an elite quarterback? No. So there's a lot of other head coaches I'd like to hire before I go to Doug Pederson. That's just me. Let me know what you guys think. You like Doug Pederson? Leave a comment down below. As always, thanks for watching.